I was small, scrappy, and a hustler. And that was kind of how I tried to create my brand as a student athlete, both on my high school team and also through the recruiting process. Not being too cool to be a good teammate, not being too cool to support practice in a certain way or support the coaching staff or support my teammates. That was the brand that I wanted to portray. And I think that when you are creating this brand, to me it wasn't hard to execute on that brand or to deliver on that brand promise because it was genuine and authentic to who I was.
I am a role player on the field. My coach at home said, Jenna, you're going to go and you're going to play at this school, but you're never going to hit probably over 250. And what you're going to do is you're going to play really good defense. And that's your role. And it's okay. You're not going to drop bombs. There's no reason for us to change your stance to do so. And it actually ended up just like funneling into so many different things. Like, I was not going to be the person that was in the middle of a huddle and screaming at the top of my lungs trying to get my teammates amped. I just led in a different way. I led more by example. I would say I led more by connecting with my teammates off the field.
Definitely diligent and open-minded. The thought process that I used was that if a coach is taking time out of their day to reach out to me and express interest in me coming to their school, that means a lot, regardless of if it's a school that is number 1 on my list, number 10 on my list, number 110 on my list. I sort of took it as an honor that school had any type of interest in me. I think along the same lines, it was very important to be open-minded in those responses, because just because I was getting an email from a program or a school that originally wasn't on my list, because of those interactions with that coach, maybe that school starts to get higher and higher on my list.
I think if I had to talk to some of the coaches, it was just known that I wasn't going to sacrifice the academics, because the schools I was talking to most, or who were talking to me, I should say, they weren't a good fit for me. Just they didn't have that academic caliber I was looking for. And so I think just having been a senior and still going through the process, I would say I kind of branded myself as, high academic. And I think, I was fortunate enough to really have the grades to back me up. So I wasn't really needing softball to help get me into a lot of the schools I was looking for, which I think brand-wise gave the coaches a little bit of confidence in, ultimately she can be a recruited walk-on because she's going to get in here, hopefully, by herself.
I was a player who had a good sense that I wasn't going to get an athletic scholarship, both because I was looking at D3 schools and also because, to be honest, that wasn't my game. I wasn't going to be anyone's first pitching recruit off the board, but I was marketing myself knowing that as someone who was willing to, work my tail off day in, day out, and be the, potentially go in as one of the last guys on a staff, but I was going to make the most of that opportunity. So I wanted to advertise myself as a sponge, someone willing to make adjustments, willing to work hard, and that really started at Honor Roll, kind of interacting with the red shirts